It is a rainy Sunday morning. It's about, what time is it? 7 o'clock. I'm headed out for an early morning hike at Mora Mountain. It's raining and 61 degrees, so it's pretty warm. It's just kind of miserable and drizzly, but I guess that will probably mean I will have the trail to myself. Not that there's usually that many people there anyway. But just stopped to get gas and pick up a few snacks, and I'm on my way. Okay guys, so we are entering the state park. Looks like the gate's open. That's awesome. So it's actually a lot darker looking outside than it appears on my phone. The weather forecast right now is a 60% chance of rain. It's kind of like 100%, I would say, since it's raining. And we are headed to the bridle trail, and I doubt there's going to be anybody out there this early and on this nasty morning. Although you never know with the horse people, sometimes they'll ride no matter what. But anywho, it's pretty empty this morning. Oh, the deer, cool. A lot of deer in here. They seem to know where it's safe, where they're not going to get shot. Okay, so we are at the bridle trail entrance. At least it's not, well, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say at least it's not pouring. That would pretty much guarantee that it would. Got my little rain jacket on. I guarantee it's got, pit zips and all that, but it's going to be miserable. I'm going to be hot, I'm sure, really quick. Okay. So, yeah, it is raining harder now. Nobody here. On a typical Sunday morning, this place, would be packed with horse trailers if the weather was decent. Okay, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to get to film, especially right now. Maybe if the rain kind of slacks off a little bit. My phone's kind of jacked up anyway because I've dropped it so many times, it's cracked all over. So I've got to be really careful with it. And right now it is really raining. So if it slacks up, I'll try to film a little bit. So in all fairness, I have to admit this is a little bit miserable. Trail's muddy, slick. It's raining pretty good. My knee's hurting today. The usual. So I'm going to try to do the long trail. That's about 10 miles. We shall see. It's kind of going to depend on my knee and how it holds out. Okay, so we are doing the long trail. That is the red blaze, which is going to be to the left here. I'm going to stop and take this pack off and adjust it a little bit. I'm still learning, and it's pulling on my shoulders a bit, so I'm getting some pain. So I'm going to stop for just a second and then head on. So what I found out the other day is there's two ways you can go. Both are blazed red. I chose to go this way the other day, which is a short, somewhat pointless dead end. On a good note, on a good day, it is pretty. It goes down to the lake, but yeah, I have to go down and you have to walk back, and because we're going to end up going this way. And yes, it's pouring, and yes, we have times where the wind is really getting up, which makes me nervous, but whatever. Let's do this. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. Okay, so I just got back to the car. As you can see, I'm soaking wet. It's pouring. The reason I'm calling this a semi-fail instead of an outright fail hike is I made it in one piece. I didn't break anything. I did 10 miles, had 21.5 pounds on my back. So all in all, you know, I did it and got back, and you know, some parts of it were kind of cool. I did see an owl, but otherwise, yeah, it was kind of miserable. So for the fail part, the first thing is, gosh, I should have looked at my good weather app instead of relying on the crappy local news, which said it was going to be 62 degrees today and 60% chance of rain, and it was tapering off in the afternoon. No, that did not happen. 10 minutes after getting on the trail, the bottom fell out, and it was raining sideways because the wind picked up like crazy. It dropped to 49 degrees. It was cold. Yeah, okay, that was one thing. Be prepared for the weather. Number two, I should have just put my rain pants on from right out the gate. I mean, I've got these fleece-lined, water-resistant hiking pants on, and I love them, but you know, in this kind of rain, it's just not enough. And while they kept me fairly warm, I mean, still I got wet. I'm soaked. Raincoat did pretty good. No complaints with that, really. Okay, another thing, gloves. My hands, I still cannot feel my fingers. I don't have any rain gloves, and all I have is liners. That, you know, wouldn't have really worked for more than a few minutes anyway. So, yeah, that. Let's see, what else? Oh, of course, with the phone, obviously you noticed I couldn't film very much because of the rain, and then when it got cold, it's just, my phone just quit working. So that was another thing that was a little worrisome. I mean, I was pretty far out on some of this trail, and it was incredibly muddy, incredibly slick. The trail was just complete water. If, you know, I didn't have my Garmin on, if I had fallen and like dislocated my knee or something crazy like that, I mean, it could have been pretty bad, because I wouldn't have had any way to call out. I had, you know, of course I had my tent and all that stuff with me, and an emergency blanket and all that, but still, you know, yeah. So from now on, I think I need to be carrying it all the time because you just never know. And you just never know when things can change. So anyway, and if you guys, honestly, if you think of anything else, you know, that I could have done better, please leave it in the comments below. Just you know, be gentle because I am a beginner and I am learning. But you know, any tips that you have, things like that would be greatly appreciated. And so until next time, you know, if you want to see more of these fails, no, if you want to see more of my training hikes, hit that subscribe button, you know, hit the like button, show me some love. That helps a lot. And until then, guys, hike on. I'll see you next time. Bye.